Hey, we're going to do a little bit of a follow-up on the Chi Gurk. We did very introductory, and I would like to just simply explain that the Chi Gurk, again, is another exercise that's not just so that we can do exercises together and pretend to be practicing Kung Fu. The way it works in the Wing Chun is that we do these exercises to learn the physics of how things work and how to connect, hopefully so that there's no way to get around them. In the meantime, the Chi Gurk we're going to use in application a little bit, some demonstration of it, and then also to go over some of the basics of it again, and some of the intermediate stuff. So in the Chi Gurk, we do similar to having the bong, the tan, and the foot with the legs. We also use 3 different kinds of legs in particular, and so I'm going to give a little demonstration of that. The simplest, of course, is if he comes in and kicks, and I kind of send him off to the side. Now he would presumably want to come in. He actually has the upper hand till now. And that's when I bring him down, and I took him off of my center line, pointed him that way, took control. If you notice, even though you're looking at his back, this arm is useful. This arm could be used, but he has short range from it. If he tries to use it, even if I just block the one arm, you can see that he's twisted. This is classic in most Kung Fu and most Karate, is the turning of the body. Not that that's the only way that they can fight, but it's the classic. So what he wants to do in Chi Gurk is he wants his hips facing me no matter where his legs end up, and we want to fight for who's on the center and who has control. That's a classic application of Chi Gurk. So again, he comes in and kicks. This time I block him from the inside, and you notice that I did a bit of a sweep with my leg to pull him off to the side and out and off balance. Now, that covers the general idea of Chi Gurk in application. It allows us to bridge the distance between the two, and just like in Chi Sao, when he steps in, I want to bridge the distance here, go ahead. I want to figure out what's next. I'm still not in. I can't really do an effective punch, and I can't just run in because this is what happens. He blocks me. So I have to earn the right to come in. By the way, I'm stepping on his toe, even though normally I ignore the feet when we just do basic Chi Sao. But here I need to come in and earn the right to come in. I have to have control of him. This isn't a great application, but I do have absolute control of him enough to deliver a deadly blow. So it's the same way when we bring the legs together. He comes in again. Now I'm using the opposite leg, and I'm taking him off. This is a very basic idea of what we're doing here. And when we train in order to be able to learn to do this, step forward, please. If we do same leg, opposite leg, we'll start with opposite leg, and we do the exercise this way normally. So my external malleolus or ankle bone is essentially touching his. We don't, by the way, someone asked, we don't, when he kicks, I don't try to kick him in the shin. That's not the idea. You could conceivably, if he made a target and he stood there, you could give him a kick like that in the shin, but that's a strike and release. What we're concerned with is the same with Chi Sao, where you make contact and then you use that in order to enter into the zones so that you're close enough so you can deliver this punch that you're looking for after you've also bridged the Chi Sao. But even before the Chi Sao is in application, the Chi Gurk, or legs are in application. That's the first thing, if a kick comes, that's going to make contact. So here we go in the practice, and initially he follows me, then we start to race for it. Now I want to push a little, which I'm doing, and that puts him in a bad position. If we add the Chi Sao to it, I'm able to strike him. So again, if we met that same way with his left leg and my left leg, and I met him here, then I want to find a way to unbalance him, control him, and enter and be able to use my Chi Sao, which he's not putting up a resistance, but this isn't a real fight. This is to show you generally what would happen in that particular situation. So now he comes in again, just to show that there's a range of Chi Sao. Step, 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 step. Chi Gurk. So here's the range, and let's turn this way. There's a number of ways, as you can imagine, you can figure out for yourself. One is what we did, opposite leg, outside of our ankles. Now, he might push on mine and I would run. And by the way, I kind of trapped him here, like in a bad Kung Fu movie, between my knees. But that also allows me to strike him there. The other thing is, from here, we want to fight for it. I might step in and he'll step back. And then I'm going to pick up his other leg that's in front with this same leg. Now we're using the same leg. So now we come up like this, and if he pushes back, I can step back and pick it up with this leg. And with this, we can come outside this way, We can come inside if we need to, but typically you're gonna have the inside of your feet together. You're gonna bring your knees this way to the outside, each one to your own outside there. And when you come down, if we were here, then I'll pick them up this way. And again, if he steps in, I try to pick him up that way. And again here, you see how our waists are facing each other? If your waist turns off, that's no good. You're disconnected, even if your upper body is here. So you need your waist on, and that'll also allow you to use the other leg as you need to. So step back one more time. Come in and give me a kick. So first you saw standard thing where I'm using the flat of my foot. I went to just stop him, slid off to the right, picked him up, brought it back down. Again, I don't have to stop him that way, but the point is there. This is not the same as me kicking him. This is me intercepting and applying the physics of entering to the different levels. So if I was trying to kick him, he would do the same thing to me. He would stop me that way, or he would have to stop me a different way. And now you see, once the kick is over, we move close enough to fight, that's when you have to have control with your legs. And that's what these exercises are for. And of course, you're gonna pick up the Chi Sao, and that's how the Chi Sao is gonna get delivered. You're not gonna just walk up like this to each other and do the Chi Sao like we do when we do the Chi Sao exercises. So when it comes to full-on combat, we're gonna use the Chi Gurk as well as the Chi Sao. The first thing is you'll notice right here is the legs and then the hands. We have to bridge the distances, and we still have to earn our way in. See, I didn't earn my way in. He blocked me and took me off. My hands are crossed. I might get out, I might not. Now I'm close enough, but I'm still leaning. Boom, boom. That's it. Thank you, Tommy.